So we'll get right into it. We are back on the quiz grind. NFL 1,200 plus rushing yards from 2000 to 2022. This was sent to me on Twitter. If you want me to do a quiz, put quiz in the tweet and the link. This is from Zachary Waybright, who said, my first quiz, hope you consider it. I'm doing more than considering it. I am playing it and hopefully dominating it. It is going to be interesting. 180 to get in 15 minutes. Let's just start it out. And we'll go in order. I'm sure there are going to be some repeats, though. Indianapolis, and we have 15 minutes to do it, so I can't dilly-dally too much, but I'll start with the Edge, Edgerrin James. He gets us quite a few, and you guys are probably going to be hearing the mechanical keyboard quite a bit. Minnesota in 2015-21. That's all. I mean, I want to say already kind of tough. I always forget the names of, like, it's a Broncos running back around the same time and a Minnesota running back. They have kind of like whatever names to me. It's not like Johnson or Jones or Smith. It's something like that. It could be Smith. We'll get back to it. Tennessee 1509 should be Eddie George. See, Denver, is it like it's Mike Jones? That's a rapper. Thomas Jones, we get down the board. It's like Mike. Maybe it's like, no, Robert Smith is the Minnesota one. I knew it was something like that. Emmitt Smith for Dallas we get. Denver is something like that. Or even like Johnson. As we get Rudy Johnson, Larry Johnson, quite a few. We'll get back to it. Cincinnati is probably Corey Dillon with Rudy Johnson already off the board. It would have been anyway. He's quite a few of these. Jacksonville is going to be Fred Taylor. Baltimore, Jamal Lewis. Marshall Faulk. The Bus. Clinton Portis in 2000. No. Probably TJ Duckett? Is it? No, Portis was too early for this, but Portis is going to be on here, so we'll get him, because he was in Denver earlier and got traded in the Champ Bailey trade. Riggs? He was earlier. Washington, 13-18. We'll get back to it. Sean Alexander should be 2000. He's not. He's 2001, though. Ricky Waters? It is Ricky Waters. Jets 2000. Got to be Curtis Martin. He's going to be on here quite a bit. So we don't have Denver, even though I might just get that by accident later on. And then we don't have Washington, which I might struggle to get. I have Ricky Waters. Am I missing something obvious? Maybe I am. Kansas City should be Priest Holmes. Hook'em Horns. He's on here quite a bit. Washington again. It was a good player. 1430, assuming that's the same guy. It might not be. We'll get, I think, Amon Green. Saints 01, is that another one of my guys? Ricky Williams, sure is. He's on here quite a bit. San Diego 01, who could that be? Only on here every year, LaDainian Tomlinson. And then San Francisco 01, Charlie Garner. It's not. Already guessed Ricky Waters. Ricky Waters might have been a guess I threw out for this one. Too early for Frank Gore, but he's going to be on here, so I'm going to type him in. He's 2006 and probably a couple times beyond that. San Francisco, 2001. I feel like that's going to be gettable. 1206 is not like a ton for a team that ran the ball a lot, but I'd like to think I can get that. I guess Garner. I'm missing somebody obvious, I think. Buffalo is going to be, I think, Willis McGahee, right? It's not. He's a little bit later. He was at Miami then anyway. That's stupid. 2002 Buffalo. It's surely too late. I surely cannot guess Thurman Thomas. I'm going to do it anyway because I'm an idiot. Bills 2002. Man, it's been a while since I watched 2002 NFL football. It was like 5. Saints 2002. Deuce McAllister. It is. Okay. Giants, Tiki Barber, my first favorite player. And then Carolina in 2003. I threw out some names that I felt like actually could have fit for this year. It's too early for D'Angelo Williams. What Panther running back put up that great of a season? And Buffalo's on here again. That's going to hurt me. I don't know why I can't think of it. Like, it's Fred Jackson just isn't it. It's Steven Jackson in 06. I might get back to it. Some of these I'm just going to brain fart and forget about. Like this Denver guy. Mike. It's Mike. I feel real good about it being Mike. And I just can't think of who it is. ATL 05. Is it too early for Michael Turner, or is he the answer? Slightly too early. He started out in 08 because he was on the Chargers beforehand. I typed TJ Duckett, who I felt decent about on this list, but no dice. Oh, to Warwick Dunn. Warwick Dunn is ATL. Kind of forgot about him for a minute. 05 Browns that isn't Jamal Lewis. I don't know. He might have still been in Baltimore at this time, but he also could have been Browns, right? Close to it. Cleveland 2005. Man, it's tough to remember some of these. Pittsburgh's going to be Willie Parker. He's on here quite a bit. Philadelphia should be Brian Westbrook. Tennessee 06. Tennessee 06 after Eddie George. It can't be Lendell White. It's not. He was 2006 draft, though, right? They had Thunder and Lightning, I thought. Who was their Lightning? It's obviously before Chris Johnson. He was 08 draft. We'll get back to it. We're going to get let me scroll down so you can see how many we're about to get here. Adrian Peterson is only every year. Tennessee 12-11, man. Shoot. We'll get back to it. Houston 2008. Steve Slayton. It is. Chicago 2008. It's not the other Adrian Peterson. Who was the Bears running back in 2008? It was the young Matt Forte. Then Green Bay, James Starks. No, it's Ryan Grant. Here we go. Jacksonville 1391. 09. Maurice Jones-Drew. Baltimore 09. It's not Justin Forsett. That's dumb. He might be on here, though. He is. He's 2014 Baltimore. Baltimore 09. Is it? Oh, Rashard Mendenhall was almost so stupid that popped in my head because that doesn't make any sense. But he did play in the division. I'm going to type him anyway because he might get me win with the Steelers. He does, 2010. Baltimore 2009. Dude, some of these are going to be so obvious. Cincy 09. It's not. Oh, Travis Henry I just thought of, by the way. Travis Henry's Tennessee, 12-11. And the connection on that, by the way, it seems random. It's not. There's a receiver for the Bengals named Chris Henry, who unfortunately passed away when he was playing. And I just thought Cincinnati is just a name that popped into my head around this time. We have Rudy Johnson. Yes, Corey Dillon. Is it BenJarvus Green Ellis? It's not. I was really hoping it was going to be because I thought of him. It's too early for Jeremy Hill, but he might be on here. He's not. 2010, Houston. I think it's just Arian Foster. It is. Kansas City. Well, we already got Larry Johnson. He was right around this time. Who had nearly 1,500 yards for the 2010 Chiefs? I really would have guessed Larry Johnson for that. I really would have. And it's not. I can't even actually see Larry Johnson on this list. 06. He was 05 and 06. I'm way too early on that. It's Jamal Charles. What am I doing? Actually, it might not be. It is, though. Hook 'em horns. Kind of spaced on that for a minute. I know he was 2010 draft. He was a third-round pick. Just seems like crazy would have gotten that many yards. Baltimore 2011. So this is surely the same guy. I mean, Priest Holmes went there later in his career. Yes, Thomas Jones. Oh, it's Ray Rice. Brutal. All right. I can tell you a couple people who never forgot about that guy. Not a cool guy. 2011 Eagles. Why do I want to guess Correll Buckhalter? But that surely he never had that many yards. It's not Deuce Staley. I know the time is not even close. It's not Ryan Matthews, but he's on here. And then 2011 Seattle. I don't know why Maurice Morris popped in my head because that's so dumb. Oh, Giants 2010. How did I miss that? Brandon Jacobs. We got Jacobs. Ahmad Bradshaw. There we go. Missing the obvious ones is gonna kill me. I have 5 minutes. Let's try and mow through this a little bit more. I'll get back to the ones that are stumping me for some reason. But it's just like, it's so, once you think of it, it's like, how did you not get it, you know? But it's one of those things where when you're on the spot, sometimes it's a little bit difficult. You know who might have been good for Philadelphia? DeMarco Murray for a year. Dallas 2014. I thought of him. Tennessee, of course. Marco Murray. Who is Philly? Oh, LaShawn McCoy. Dude, like, that's what I'm saying. In the moment, sometimes it's easy to forget one of the best running backs of the decade. Apologies. 2012. Alfred Morris had that many yards? Sure he did. Giants legend. Look it up. 2012 Seahawks. Like, sometimes all it takes is seeing the player all the way up at the top to get him. Because it's Marshawn Lynch, and then you go, how did you even miss that? Sometimes you just think you're a year too early, right? He might have been a Buffalo one that I missed. Although I could see him not being that as well. He wasn't that great there. Buffalo is on here in 2012. CJ Spiller. Thank you. And New England. Lawrence Maroney? No. Is that dumb? It might have been. I already guessed Green Ellis. That would have been a random name I would have thrown out there for the Patriots. Do I have to get back to that? Stephen Ridley? Oh, wow, is it Stephen Ridley? That's crazy. Fumbled and he never played again. Pretty much. Pittsburgh 2014, Le'Veon Bell. On here quite a bit. Dallas 2016. Should be Ezekiel Elliott, right? He's on here quite a bit. They misspelled Elliott. We'll take it. 2 T's. Chicago 2016. Is that Jordan Howard? Yeah, he was not all that good for somebody that had a lot of yards one year. People overreact to yards. Like, is Philip Lindsay going to be on here? Do I see Denver around this time? I'll type it. I didn't see it. Miami 2016. Is that Lamar Miller? It's not. Ooh, that's tough. I was thinking it was going to be Lamar Miller. Miami 1272. Jay Ajayi? It is. Okay. Kansas City 2017. Led the league in rushing. How do you forget about a player like that? Chiefs 2017. It's not Sharkandrick West. I know that. You don't have to tell me. Why did I type it? Niall Davis. It can't be. I did get Davis, though. Is it just Mike Davis, by the way? Is that the name I'm missing? No, I don't have it. Where's Davis? We got Davis with Steven Davis. Steven Davis. Oh, my God. Yeah. I kind of forgot about him. We don't worry about that. Kansas City 2017. How obvious is this? I know you guys know how obvious it is. I'm sorry. Giants, we're going to get Saquon Barkley. I got 2 minutes. I got to go. Chubb. Rams, Gurley. Gurley's going to be 2017, too. I never even looked at it. How can I not think of 2017 Chiefs? 2017 Chiefs. Oh, man. I'm sorry about that one. We're going to get Christian McCaffrey, 2019. Is this still on the screen? I don't even have my thing over there, so that doesn't help me. Dalvin Cook. Cincinnati, 2021 is Joe Mixon. Pittsburgh. Najee Harris had 1,200 yards exactly. And then Philadelphia, Miles Sanders. It's quite the year. So Seattle, 2019 is... It's not Kristen Michael. It's not Robert Turbin. It's the good one of the bunch, Chris Carson. Kansas City, I can't get. I'm 7 away. Denver, I'm missing out, but I know it's like, I can't remember his last name. I really can't. It's Mike. Cleveland 05. That isn't Jamal Lewis. That's just tough for me. It's not Jerome Harrison. He had 1 game. I mean, we have a minute left. San Francisco, Minnesota. Minnesota... It's not Chester Taylor, and I've already typed Taylor probably, for Fred Taylor. Minnesota, that's tough. Cincinnati 09, I don't really know how I'm not getting it, to be honest. And then Kansas City 2017 is going to haunt me because it's going to be so painfully obvious because it's recent. Chiefs running back. Chiefs running back. It's not Jamal Charles. Who replaced Jamal Charles? Did someone have like a year there? And then, I mean, he didn't do anything before or after. It's someone I haven't named yet. Come on, man. I'm not going to get it. I really am not going to get it. Just because I've convinced myself I can't, which means I won't now. Chiefs. Chiefs. I'm saying it out loud, but I'm actually not thinking about it. Gotta watch the clock tick down. Toby Gerhart never played for Kareem Hunt. He led the league in rushing. Oh, that's so. Oh my God! And the Bengals is Cedric Benson, hook 'em horns. Oh no. All right. Okay. Oh, I'm so okay. All right. So Denver's Mike Anderson. I told you it was gonna be Mike. I just like plain last name. I just forgot about him, dude. But I knew who it was. I just forgot his name. Garrison Hurst is a bad miss, to be honest. Garrison Hurst is a bad miss. Or Hurst is a bad miss. Because I know it, and I had Charlie Garner in my head, and I just GAR out of the way. Garrison Hurst is kind of an obvious one. The other Michael Bennett, always forget about him. It's like the four horsemen of guys I always forget in these quizzes. Mike Anderson, Michael Bennett. We got him today, I guess. Robert Smith, and then Steven Davis. I'll never remember those guys. Ruben Drones. I knew him for the Browns. I forgot he existed. Played for the Giants as well. I actually did not know he played for the Broncos, or didn't remember that. Cedric Benson is just kind of a tough one because of the timeline. He really didn't produce a whole ton in his career. Another RIP, gone too soon, but that's a tough one. I know Texas Longhorn. How'd I miss that? Just I think of him a little bit earlier, and I think of him not really as an NFL guy, unfortunately. And then Kareem Hunt is an obvious miss. Or Kareem, this says. Nice. Yeah, just kind of totally forgot about him. That's all there is to it on that. Win some, you lose some. We got 173. I think this is one of those where I really should have been real close to that 180 number. We just didn't quite get there. But you know what? You can't win them all. So I did what I could. And we're going to have to accept 96% and get the next one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Take it easy.